Hey everybody, what's up? Another lying in bed video. This time I'm actually, going to bed rather early. Cause I'm still fucking so tired from stick ham the other night. It always fucks me over Sunday too. Stick ham, it really does. So anyways, getting on to the topic of this video, this is the Dungeons and Dragons recap. So, like the Call of Cthulhu recap, I'm not gonna get bogged down and re-fucking telling everything that's already fucking happened. If I mean, and it's a lot easier with this because not much has really happened in this campaign so far. Um, just to give the uninitiated some, background, so you're not completely lost on this shit. Currently, we are playing the Pathfinder, Skull, and Shackles campaign, which is a pirate themed campaign. So we have been stuck on the pirate ship, the Wormwood, since we have been shanghaied. I think it's in game. It's been about like 20 days, but out of game, it's probably been a good month, 2 months. We've been fucking on this fucking ship, and we've been doing various jobs, getting to know the fucking crew, or in Silver Era's case, fucking up completely and getting the captain to hate your fucking guts. So there's four of us. Uh, there's myself. I play Dr. Zorndike, who is named after Dr. Zorndike, obviously, from Deep. What is it? Deep Submarine 6? Deep Blue 6? It's basically an anime where there's this, crazy doctor, and he's kind of, he's got like this whole agenda. At least supposedly he's got this whole agenda where he wants to wipe out humanity and replace it with his own half human, half animal hybrid creatures. And the reason I named my character after him is because eventually, with the build my character has, he will eventually be able to create half human, half animal hybrid monsters, which will be very fun. Um, then there's Fratus Knox. He plays Otho. Otho, I think, human fighter. For some reason, I always confused him with a halfling. I don't know why, but he's a human fighter. He uses, he uses a bunch of exotic weapons like a really big spiky hammer type thing and a weird shield dagger combination thing. Um, then there's Dace, who is CJ's character. He's a bard, so fucking so many gay sailor jokes. And then there's Silver Era. He is, yeah. Well, fuck whatever name he gave his character. He's Bumbles. He's Bumbles the fucking barbarian, cause that's what he does. He bumbles. If you give him the fucking chance, he's going to fuck up. I'm just gonna be glad. I'm glad it's not me this campaign. I really am. I'm really glad I'm not the Bumbles of this campaign. So, this last session, it finally culminated in us boarding a merchant ship, a Ramadarian, a Ramadurian. I'm bad at pronouncing made up bullshit. But basically, they're actually an interesting people in the Pathfinder campaigns and the Ramadarians, because they are I mean, they're not exactly atheist because, gods actually do exist in this world. Like, it's, it's really fucking hard to be like, oh yeah, I don't believe in gods when, there's a fucking god 2 countries over fucking, ruling it with an iron fucking fist. So it's a little fucking hard to do that, but like these guys, they've rejected the gods. They're like, the gods, they're no better than fucking mortals, and why should they decide our fucking course of action? We, man first. So they live by something called like the Codex of Men, and it's all about, humanity. They're really more humanist than atheist. But they are a rather interesting country. And I'm glad that they've shown up in this campaign set because they really haven't been utilized too much. It's kind of sad because they like I said, they are one of the more interesting aspects of the world of Galarion, which is the world that the Pathfinder campaigns take place on. So we chase down this ship and we start boarding. CJ swings over using his little whippy whip because he's a bard. Um, Fratus runs across some planks, and I end up just swinging over using a grappling hook. Originally, Silver did not show up, so he wasn't there, but we started to have some trouble with the combat, so Landon was gracious enough to play Silver, so we didn't just get fucking massacred. So our job during the siege on the ship was to secure the boats, to secure the lifeboats, to make sure none of the fucking Ramadunian. I probably say fucking something different each fucking time I say that. Basically, to make sure the people who we were plundering couldn't escape, and to secure the wheel so they couldn't like ram our ship. So we start fighting. About six sailors on the aft castle. I think it's the aft castle. I think aft castle is the thing, is the part on the back of the ship, and the forecastle is the part on the front, but I might be mistaken. But anyways, so we start fighting, and we're doing fairly decent, considering like most of our party is consistent of a fucking bard, an alchemist, and fucking Bumbles the barbarian. So we start whittling down these fuckers on the back castle. Unfortunately, CJ takes a bunch of fucking hits and he passes out and starts dying. Thankfully, Bumbles the barbarian has a potion, and he actually doesn't fuck this up. He pours it down the throat of CJ, so CJ gets right back up, only to be knocked out fucking again, and in even a worse situation than before. So my character, thankfully, he was able to hold his own, because Alchemist can use this ability called mutagen, which allows you to basically Hulk out. Really, it's more based on Jackal and Mr. Hyde, but really, Hulk's based on fucking Jackal and Mr. Hyde too. So kind of, it's kind of a moot point. So I'm all fucking roided out, fucking stabbing motherfuckers with my trident. Fratus is fucking, he fucking smashes a motherfucker through the chest. Before CJ gets knocked out, though, he does play a vital part in this game. The captain, our captain, Captain Arrrğgghh, he was going around looking for something on the deck of the ship when another sailor was sneaking up behind him. So CJ saw that and he warned the captain, while Fratus actually ran over and fucking, that was the motherfucker Fratus put the fucking hammer through his chest. So, we fight off those dudes on the aft castle, and Bumbles gets, and that was a huge fucking mistake, honestly. That could have fucked us up. But like I said, CJ was fucking knocked out. Who the fuck else were we going to get to fucking man the wheel? I mean, I don't trust fucking Bumbles in a fight, people. I really fucking don't. Yeah, he's a fucking barbarian, but still, he's Bumbles. Bumbles the fucking barbarian. So, we while we're fighting the dudes on the aft castle, three dudes sneak up and they start like fucking fiddling with one of the boats, and I'm like, not on my fucking watch. So I charge down at them, and I start stabbing them with my trident, while Fratus and Silver try to finish up the last few dudes on the aft castle, and Silver fucks it up. Silver does. I mean, it's funny since Silver's not fucking there, but still Bumbles fucks it up. Bumble fucks it up. So Fratus had to waste a turn knocking down a couple of fucking dudes on the aft castle, so I had to take care of these three motherfuckers by myself, which thankfully I ended up doing, because I ended up scoring a fucking crit on one of them, and that was pretty fucking sweet. So I managed to fend off them from using the boat, and then once Fratus manages to get down to the deck, to the lower deck, whatever it's called, I don't know, the part of the ship between the forecastle and the aft castle. I should fucking know this shit. I've been hearing this fucking shit in D&D for the past, 2 to 3 fucking months now, but it's like, it goes in one ear, out the fucking other. So, when Frash makes his way down, an officer from the ship we are attacking comes out from underneath. Oh yeah, there's an explosion. That kind of fucks shit up. That's what that Bumbles gets fucking tripped up. He's the only fucking one out of us who gets tripped up. Even fucking CJ, who was just unconscious a fucking second ago, even he doesn't get fucking knocked out by that shit. So, me and Fratus, we start. Well, Fratus actually starts taking over the lieutenant, the kind of officery person. Well, I kind of stay back in between, because there's 2 boats on the deck of this ship, so I'm kind of standing in between the 2 of them. So in case, whichever one of these boats the sailors go for, I can easily just, run interference with them. So, Frass takes care of the officer, and, the two motherfuckers come up, and they try to, they try to fucking get the boat. I end up, again, critical in one. I fucking end up stabbing him in the back, and the other guy surrenders. Fratus fucking, missed. He turns his head into a red bloody mess. There's also another guy during the first group of 3 dudes who tried to escape on the boat. I ended up killing another one of them because he surrendered, and I was like, you know what? It's gonna be a fucking hassle to watch after this guy and, do our fucking job. And that led into a real fucking, this whole, rationale versus being rational type fucking thing, where it's like, That's why being rational isn't always a good thing. I was like, hey, man, that's just like, hey, the Jews have fucking money and jobs and we fucking don't, so maybe we should fucking do something about that. Just kind of as a joke. Also, again, CJ, this is something I forgot. CJ was like, I'm going to charge you with cowardice because, I was in charge of this little operation. And I was kind of hanging back at first, and CJ was like, "Yeah, you're fucking. I'm gonna change you to cowardice." Well, guess what? Guess what fucking happened? The first time CJ gets knocked out, you know who saves his fucking life? Me, because I end up fucking putting a dagger in the back of the head of the cocksucker who fucking knocked him out. You're welcome. So, we finish up the combat and end up killing everybody. Me and Frash turn evil because of the things we fucking did. Oh, the evil fucking things we did. But you know what? Fuck. You know what? Fuck you guys for judging us. We were two fuckers by our fucking selves, and we're supposed to be fucking pirates. So yeah, I'm gonna do fucking evil shit. I have an excuse. I'm a pirate. So, we end up, capturing the ship, and we end up splitting the spoils. Uh, Mostly we just get gold. Fratis and CJ get some magic items because, they did the stuff with the captain. Uh, and we captured some sailors, and the captain throws one of them overboard, and he's like, anybody who fucking doesn't want to join up can join that motherfucker down there. And so of course, most of the fucking sailors are like, oh fucking, we love you, dude, man. Don't fucking throw us over, please. So that's pretty good. But more importantly, though, and this is where things take an interesting turn both from gameplay wise and story wise, is we now have this second ship, but only one crew. So the captain has split the crew in two, and he's put his two kind of right hand men, goons, whatever you want to call them, Mr. Plugs and Master Scourge, in charge of this second ship to sail it to Port Peril to end up selling it for scrap. And, the party, of course, is amongst the skeleton crew that these fuckers have chosen for this job. So part of me is actually wondering, because I've mentioned this before, but since, I have to start this shit over again, I need to mention it again. This first part of this adventure path is called Mutiny on the Wormwood. So I'm wondering if this is either where the mutiny is going to occur, because the ship we captured is in a lot better condition than the fucking ship we were on. Also, it makes sense because we would have a smaller crew than the ship we were on previously. And the fact that Landon said we have no chance in hell of beating the captain, even if we were all, I think he said, even if we were all like level 5, we still fucking wouldn't have a chance of being the fucking captain. I can't remember. Maybe it was level 3, maybe it was level 5, but I can't remember. It's something fucking crazy though, where it's like, you can't beat this motherfucker. On the inverse though, thinking about it, maybe this is a chance, because I noticed, because one of the things in this adventure path is you gotta kind of make the members of the crew, if not like you, just at least not want to kill you. And there's a lot of most of the people fucking chosen for this are people who fucking hate our guts. So maybe I'm like, maybe this is like setting it up so those people maybe not hate us. I mean, maybe not love us, but, just kind of become indifferent towards us. Maybe something happens, like, I don't know, giant squid attacks the fucking boat and we have to save the fucking day or something. Also, I'm thinking maybe this is a way to get rid of some of the fucking loose, some of the fucking, assholes like Mr. Plugs and Master Scourge. Maybe this is how we get rid of them. And that, in turn, makes it easier to take on Captain Harrigan. Because, then he doesn't have his two best fucking mooks. So, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out from here on in. So, I guess that's everything that has happened this week. Yeah. So, end of video. Hey everybody, what's up? Another Lying in Bed video. This time I'm actually, going to bed rather early. Because, I'm still fucking so tired from Stickham the other night. It always fucks me over Sunday too. Stickham, it really does. So, anyways, getting on to the topic of this video. This is the Dungeons and Dragons recap. So, like the Call of Cthulhu recap, I'm not going to get bogged down and re-fucking telling everything that's already fucking happened. I mean, and it's a lot easier with this because, not much has really happened in this campaign so far. Just to give the uninitiated some, background, so, you're not completely lost on this shit. Currently, we are playing the Pathfinder, Skull, and Shackles campaign, which is a pirate-themed campaign. So, we have been stuck on the pirate ship, the Wormwood, since we have been shanghaied. I think it's, in-game, it's been about, like, 20 days, but out of game it's probably been a good month, 2 months we've been fucking on this fucking ship, and we've been doing various jobs, getting to know the fucking crew, or in Silver Era's case, fucking up completely and getting the captain to hate your fucking guts. So there's 4 of us. There's myself. I play Dr. Zorndike, who is named after Dr. Zorndike, obviously, from Deep Submarine 6? Deep Blue 6? It's basically an anime where there's this, crazy doctor, and he's kind of, he's got like this whole agenda, at least, supposedly he's got this whole agenda where he wants to wipe out humanity and replace it with his own half-human, half-animal hybrid creatures. And the reason I named my character after him is because eventually